Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. This is the second part of the solubility. This is actually factors affecting solubility. What are the factors involved in changing solubility? Number one, the temperature. The solubility of a given solute in a given solvent typically depends on temperature. For many solids dissolved in liquid water, solubility tends to correspond with increasing temperature. By increasing temperature, the solute will be more dissolved in a given solvent. As water molecules heat up, they vibrate more quickly and are better able to interact with and break apart the solute. The solute molecules, the interaction between solute is fairly breakable and then mix with solvent, because solvent interaction and solute interaction breaking done, and then new interaction between solute and solvent is formed. So by increasing temperature, this work is more fast. So this is the temperature and this is the graph. See, the graph is formed drawn between solute per 100 gram of water. This is the solubility and the time. So by increasing temperature, no, x-axis temperature and y-axis solubility. Okay. Sulfur dioxide, by increasing temperature 25 degrees centigrade, 25 gram solubility of sulfur dioxide at 0 degree centigrade, and by increasing temperature solubility decreases. This is not common. This is you can say this is exceptional, but mostly the solute shows more solubility by increasing temperature, like ammonium chloride. Ammonium chloride is straight line and it goes up by increasing temperature. Next is polarity. Polarity is the, like HCl is polar molecule, because chlorine is more electronegative than hydrogen. That's why partial negative charge on chloride and partial positive charge on hydrogen. HCl become partial positive and Cl partial negative. This is the polar molecule. So polarity of the solute when increases, more polar, more will be dissolved in more amount of solute dissolving water, because water is also polar. Because ionic compound and polar covalent compound soluble in water. Polarity. A popular saying used for predicting solubility is like dissolve like. Like dissolve like. This statement indicates that a solute will dissolve best in a solvent that has a similar chemical structure. If the solute and solvent has same nature, then it will be dissolved. The ability for a solvent to dissolve various compounds depends primarily on its polarity. For example, a polar solute such as sugar is very soluble in polar water, less soluble in moderately polar methanol, and practically insoluble in non-polar solvents such as benzene. Sugar is insoluble in benzene, but sugar is highly soluble in water and moderately soluble in methanol because methanol is less polar nature as compared to water. In contrast, a non-polar solute such as naphthalene is insoluble in water because naphthalene is non-polar while water is polar. Then it will not be dissolved. Moderately soluble in methanol and highly soluble in benzene. Naphthalene is non-polar and benzene is also non-polar, so it will be dissolved. Naphthalene is dissolved soluble in methanol, benzene. Then the third and the last is pressure. Number one, temperature. Number two, polarity, and the third is pressure. Pressure has a negligible effect on the solubility of solid and liquid solute, but it has a strong effect on solution with gaseous solute. If the solute is gaseous, then pressure is involved for on solubility. This is apparent every time you open a soda can. Cold soft drinks, the hissing sound from the can is due to the fact that its content are under pressure, which ensure that the soda stays carbonated. That is to say that the carbon dioxide stays dissolved in solution. The take away from this is that the solubility of gases tends to correlate with increasing pressure because uh, by increasing temperature, solubility decreases in gases, as well as by increasing pressure, solubility of gas increases.